Hey guys, welcome to this MYXclusive interview. You're all hanging out with me, Sam with two M's. Welcome everyone. Happy Monday to you all. I hope you're all having a great week so far. But as you guys can see, I have two very talented artists here with me today, here to talk about how they've been and their newest collaboration entitled Flower and everything in between. Everyone, please welcome Dipha Barras and Jackie Castro. Woo!
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Are you feeling my energy? I feel like you guys can feel my energy.
Yes, high
It's a
energy.
Monday energy. So
Yes, it really is some Monday energy. So to everyone watching, just so you guys have a picture, the three of us are all in different parts of the world right now, but we're all talking here. So Dipha is in Bali, Indonesia,
yeah,
and
in
Jackie is in Dallas. So we're all around the world, guys. It's crazy to have you guys here. But how have you guys been? How's everything? I know the past year has been a little bit crazy, but how have you guys been?
I've been good so far. I've been working a lot in the studio since last year, but life's pretty good so far here. It's always sunny day in Bali. I can't complain.
Yeah, I feel that. It's kind of the same in the Philippines too. It's always sunny,
Right.
and it's a little bit hot, but we're not complaining as long as we're all safe, right? But how about you, Jackie? How's everything on your side of the world?
I'm doing great. We actually got our first sunny spring day today, so I'm finally feeling those vibes. I laid out by the pool. I was so happy. But this year's been great. Slowing down gave me a lot of time to finish my debut album. So that's finally got a date coming out in June. So yeah, it's giving me a lot of time to finish projects and write a lot of songs.
That's cool. You guys have been really keeping busy throughout this time. I know music is such a healing thing for both artists and for the audience. But I do want to ask you guys, I can imagine too, we all have moments where we feel down, obviously, especially in the last year, because there were so many unforeseen things that we experienced. But for you guys, how was it kind of pushing through all of that and staying creative despite everything that was happening?
Okay, so for me, I think first time dealing with the new normal was definitely challenging, but because like on 2 years ago, I was on the road all the time, and then performing all the time to nothing was definitely difficult. But I started to focus my energy on music production and take it easy on everything, like I started doing yoga and a lot of meditation almost every day. And then, take it easy on everything and focus on music. So, it's been good.
I love that. That was such a switch of lifestyle from like touring all the time, on the road all the time. And then now you take a lot of moments, meditate and yoga. I feel like the situation forced all of us. But how about you, Jackie?
Yeah, I feel like right when things shut down, I just kind of needed time to chill out. Like I went for walks every day. I laid by the pool. I think I needed that time to like recharge creatively. Like I didn't immediately go, okay, I have time. I'm going to write a bunch of songs. I was just like, I want to read books that I haven't been able to read in years. And I think like after I had that time to kind of reset, then I was excited to start doing the new normal, which was Zoom writing sessions. I had to learn that. I got like my equipment for the first time to record from home. It was a big change, but yeah, having that time to just chill after just so much busyness and it was great.
Yeah, and I feel like that was all of us. We all were kind of forced to slow down, but after a while, you kind of also get angsty and you kind of want to do stuff. You just want to stay productive too. But I want to know too, as artists, for the both of you, how much have you guys changed throughout this period? Because like what Jackie said, she had to experience like Zoom writing sessions, set up her own home studio. So you guys went through a lot too as artists. So how different were you guys? How different are you guys now from like pre-pandemic you?
Okay. For me, when pandemic hit, I did a lot of research in music and sound and experimenting all the sound. I mean, like, because I live in Bali, so I had a chance to record all traditional instruments from Bali and then put
Wow.
it into my song.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of change, actually.
Mhm. That's so cool. Adding more of like those Bali sounds, which is I feel like
Yeah.
really cool too, being able to make that part of your music. But how about you, Jackie?
I feel like I had a lot of time to grow personally
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
just the slowing down and reflecting of what are some things I want to change about myself to be happier
Mhm.
and to have a more just peaceful life all around, which I think
Mhm.
contributed to the songs that I wrote.
Mhm.
And musically, like I said, I had to learn how to record from home, which really I was not even expecting just opened the door
Mhm.
to collaborate with so many more people. Like I
Oh.
had just had a song come out with a guy in Australia and
Mhm.
just stuff like that that I didn't even know was an option. And now it's cool because I
Mhm.
feel like that's not going to go away. Like now we know we can always write on Zoom. And so if there's ever an
Mhm.
opportunity, it's not like, oh, well, I can't be in Australia today. It's like we just hop
Mhm.
on and it's awesome.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? Like we're kind of all separate from each other, but during this time found more time to actually collaborate and connect
Mhm.
with more people. And speaking
Yeah.
of, you guys do have a collaboration which is entitled Flowers. So could you tell us more about how this collaboration between the two of you guys actually came about?
Okay, so I met Jackie in
Mhm.
LA at
Mhm.
Ultra Studio back in 2020, or right before the pandemic struck.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And we vibed in the studio together with our friend, Lina Leon. And
Mhm.
that's how we collaborated for the single
Mhm.
Flower.
Yeah, he
Oh.
just kind of played me a couple tracks he had been working
Yeah.
on to see
Mhm.
which one I vibed with, and I picked
Mhm.
that one. It felt super happy but
Mhm.
unique, and yeah, we just started talking, and I just started opening up about like I'm just feeling really grateful for my
Mhm.
partner, and the song is kind of about it's a song of gratitude for those people in your life that even
Mhm.
when you're at your worst, when you're struggling, that they can see your potential and they can see who you are meant
Mhm.
to be and who you're going to
Mhm.
grow into, and they have
Mhm.
that patience for you the whole
Mhm.
time. So it was fun. It was just
Mhm.
a
It
really
was fun.
easy day. We got 2 coffee breaks. Like we flew
Wow.
through the song. It
Yeah.
was so
Mhm.
fun.
I
Oh,
think the
no
coffee was
way.
the
Mhm.
highlight. Yeah.
The like we've talked about this. Like we both
Yeah.
separately were like that was my favorite part of the day.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It
And
was
then the
really good
music,
coffee.
yeah, the music
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just like the cherry on top, I feel
Yeah,
like, to
it
the
was
Mhm.
coffee.
it was just like hanging out, and I think that's the
Mhm.
most fun writing session is when it
Mhm.
just feels like you're having fun with
Mhm.
friends. So that's kind of how that day was for us.
Wow, I love that. Very natural, very organic, which
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think, like what Jackie said, is the best kind of like writing session for artists. So you guys worked on the song before the pandemic actually hit,
Mhm.
not during the
January.
pandemic.
Well, both.
Oh.
January is
Oh.
when
Yeah.
we wrote it,
January.
and then we
Mhm.
had to finish it across the
Yeah.
world from each other.
Across the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that experience? I can imagine the logistics and all the files going back and
Yes.
forth. So how was that experience like for you guys?
It was
So
cool.
for yeah, it was
Mhm.
cool. It was easy. It was easy because I really loved the song. I kept
Mhm.
telling Jackie about it. Like I can't wait this song to be released, and then
Mhm.
yeah, it released a year after.
Mhm.
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
but yeah, the working was fun.
Mhm.
And then Jackie, I think Jackie re-record the
Mhm.
vocal in
Mm.
Nashville. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was nice. I had a friend kind of help me record that so it was better than just me learning in my room for the
Mhm.
first time how to use my
Yeah.
microphone. And then, yeah, he sent it off. And I think it even
Mhm.
got sent to our other co writer in New York.
Mhm.
So it bounced all over the world. People just
Yeah.
kept working on
Oh.
it, making it
Mhm.
better. And it was a
Mhm.
very much collaborative effort.
That's crazy. I love that it just kind of went everywhere after
Yeah.
that like one session that you guys had. But Jackie, I
Mhm.
wanted to ask you, like you said that Flower was like the one that stood out to you when Dipha was
Mhm.
playing a bunch of tracks for you. But what about this song was the one that made it stand out for you?
I think a lot of times when you go into a writing session, it's honestly just what you're feeling that day. And I feel
Mhm.
like that day I was like grateful, positive, just like that kind of vibe. And so that was the
Mhm.
track that like felt the way that I was feeling, if that's the best way
Mhm.
to explain it. And I
Mhm.
think too, I didn't have too many upbeat songs like that. So that really excited me to like try out because this was my first co-write that was for a feature. So basically my first
Mhm.
co-write for an artist that wasn't myself, even though like we're
Mhm.
collaborating. I really wanted to push myself to try something different for me, and loved the track.
Wow, I love that. Like you're just talking about like how that day went, and I feel like I missed out on that day. It just felt like so much fun. You guys had coffee, you made music, which I feel like is such a great day for both of you. And now we have Flower, and so many people love Flower. We have people in our comments saying that they love Flower, like on our side of the world too. So how does that feel that it's finally out after it bounced around like all around the world after a year? You guys released it. So how does it feel?
Amazing.
Amazing. I feel really blessed, because the song was in our laptop, and then the song it's not our song anymore. It's other people's song. All right.
Yeah,
That
and it's
feeling was
really
amazing.
cool too to like. I've never been to Indonesia, and I otherwise wouldn't have, the introduction to this group of people. So that's super cool for me to see this song go somewhere I haven't even been. That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like that's a crazy thing to think about. Like, Jackie, you've never been to Indonesia, so it's like so many things can happen all over the internet. Just like this interview, like what I mentioned a while ago. We are in the 3 different places around the world, but we're all talking here. And I feel like Flower is like one of those songs that can really spread positivity, especially during this time, especially in 2021. But speaking of 2021, I'm sure you both have individual goals as well for this year. You started off the year with such a great collaboration, but let's go through your individual goals too. So Dipha, what other music are you working on, and what else can we expect from you coming this year?
Okay, so I'm putting out more club-oriented tracks and a pop electronic mini album called Humankind, and hopefully doing show when everything is over.
Yeah, I'm sure you're itching to get back on stage, because I feel like as a DJ too, you feed off of the energy of the crowd and all of that. And I saw you've been doing a lot of virtual shows too. So how is that experience like, kind of going from, like the club like atmosphere to like kind of virtual where you can't really see everyone?
Yeah, it was fun. Not as fun as you're playing live for the crowd, but it was fun. It was fun playing for other people at home who tuning in at home. It was fun.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's still a good consolation, like still being able to play despite the pandemic and all of that. And you mentioned that you're coming out with like a mini album. So could you tell us more how it was like working on this album too?
So I've been working for this album since last year. So it will be like 9 tracks. So you imagine there's like a story, like watching a mini documentary when you hear the album.
Oh, I love that. It's like a little documentary also. So like with a visual too. I'm sure a lot of people are excited to hear that. And everything, like you mentioned a while ago, you've been incorporating a lot of new sounds too to your album. So I'm sure a lot of people are excited for that. But let's go to Jackie. Jackie, you mentioned that you're working on your debut album. So that's so exciting. So could you tell us more how it was like working on it?
Yeah, well, like I said, I honestly didn't even have it in my plans until COVID hit. And then I was like, oh, I have time to do this now. So shout out to my fans, because they raised $10,000 on a Kickstarter for me to make this album, which is insane. And I mean,
crazy.
They're the reason I get to do this. And it's really cool because as a part of that, I'm like doing like little song request videos for them, or sending Polaroids from the studio. So it's like super involved with them, which I love. But yeah, I have one song left. That's the only one that we're still working on. Everything else is done. It's coming out in June. We haven't announced the date yet, but we will soon. And I have, I think, 2 or 3 more singles that'll come out in the coming months, starting next month, to lead into the big release.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What a journey. Like it wasn't in your plans or anything. And really the fans really kind of like pushed you to do it. So I'm sure a lot of people are excited for your debut album. So what can we expect coming from your debut album?
It's basically the story of me growing up in my 20s. It covers everything. I'm like, if you want to know anything about me, just listen to this album. But I started writing it 2 years ago when I moved to Nashville, and yeah, it was just kind of me figuring out who I am and the relationships I'd been in and family relationships. is everything. So it's really cool that I'll forever have this like piece of my life on an album. I'm really excited about that.
Ooh, so I'm sure a lot of people are so excited to hear your debut album. I'm sure you've been working really hard on it too. But going back to Flower, actually, I was also doing some research recently, and I saw that some people have been doing a TikTok challenge to Flower too. So how does that feel? Like you guys, because TikTok nowadays, you know how like people like a lot of music from TikTok is like how people discover new music. So how does it feel for you guys to actually see your song become a challenge on TikTok?
That was amazing.
Wild.
Yeah, it's wild because it went viral on TikTok in Indonesia. So we didn't expect that, I believe. And then like everyone using that song to express the beauty.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I think it premiered on TikTok Indonesia before it came out, and people went crazy and posted the coolest videos transforming into a flower. So it was super cool.
Yeah. So are you guys considering ever doing the TikTok flower challenge? You never know. It could also be something you guys could do.
Yes. I know. I was thinking about
like a makeup.
Go
thinking about
Dipha.
doing it with my little nieces, letting them draw flowers on my face because I'm not that great at makeup. So I'll let them do it for me.
Yeah.
That would be so cute. I mean, just to spread more like positive vibes, because I feel like the challenge itself is such a beautiful thing, you know, showing the beauty of not just the song, but also of everyone who participated in the challenge. So it's really cool that you guys were able to see that too with Flower. But, you know, we have so much to expect from you guys. I mean, look forward to from you guys coming this year with music and everything else that you guys have in store. But before I do let you guys go, do you have a message to everyone who's been supporting your music and just really listening to your music too? So we can start off with Dipha.
Okay, so thank you for listening to our song. Don't forget to streaming our song. And I can't wait to go back to Philippines, to Manila. I love Makati though.
Oh, no way. I'm there now. I'm there now. I love it. When was the last time you were here, Dipha?
I think it was 2 years ago. I went there to watch Chance the Rapper concert.
I was there too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm such a big fan, you know.
Oh my god, so you flew all the way here to watch Chance the Rapper?
Yeah, from Bali to Manila.
Wow, that's so cool. Well, we can't wait to have you back here, Dipha, and hopefully have you play also. So we can have all the vibes when you're back in Manila. And how about you, Jackie? Have you ever been to Manila, or like have you ever heard of Manila?
Yes, and I really want to go. I was telling him, my brother, who's a singer too, his name's Castro, he actually had a #1 single in the Philippines. So this was like a long time ago, and him and my dad got to go. I was so jealous. I think I had like to go to school or something dumb, but I want to go. Eventually they said it was so beautiful. But yeah, I would just echo that and say thank you guys so much for listening and for spreading positivity, and I hope you love all the things we both have coming up in music. So stay tuned.
Yes, we can't wait. So we can't wait to have you on our side of the world too, Jackie. Hopefully you'll visit Indonesia and then Manila after. I'm sure you'll get a very warm welcome from both countries, and we can't.
I think we need to do a live show together. That would probably be
that would be so great.
That would be so great.
Yeah. So to everyone watching, you saw this moment right here. So let's get back to it when it actually does happen with Dipha and Jackie doing a show, and of course playing Flower for everyone. But until then, we have to savor Flower online. We have to listen to it and stream to it. So guys, don't forget to stream Flower. It's out on multiple digital streaming platforms. And once again, thank you so much, Dipha Barras and Jackie Castro, for joining me today. Thank you so much. It was so nice getting to talk to you guys about music and everything, all the learnings that we've had in the past year. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you. And thank you to everyone too who tuned in to this MYXclusive interview. Once again, this has been Sam with 2M. So we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.